I just had a spider drop from the ceiling.
Gross.
I don't know if you saw my face backstage. Was like, hello?
I did not. I missed
Maybe
it.
it's
I
not
missed it
just for
completely.
Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark.
Right?
Oh my goodness. Hello. Happy Monday.
Hi.
Oh my goodness.
Monday.
I love this new office setup. I am currently in the process of moving.
Well, so my back, like obviously, in case people haven't noticed, I've been like super unwell lately. I've been having like back, neck, head, life,
Somebody put like a voodoo spell on you.
Lots of like residual pain and things like that. So like if anyone wants to send me good vibes or advice or things that might have worked for them, I'd love to hear it.
But she hardly listens because I tell her all the time.
True. Well, I have a high deductible, so give me cheap things.
I did magnesium glycinate. That's
I take that.
And then I said, see if you can get propranolol for a beta blocker.
I'm on a different beta blocker.
Okay. And then you should get kava or do kava tea.
Kava scares me.
Don't. Why?
I don't like the nummy.
Then you're not using the right kava. Like kava tea is fine, but like I use kava root like gel like from Target.
Interesting. We'll talk after.
We'll talk afterwards. Anyways, yes, we did not have a show last week. We will not have a show next week. We're kind of in this weird thing.
We'll have a show, just not the right time.
Correct. Well, it'll be, not the right time, but a better time because we're going to have a really super special guest.
It'll be a cooler show. Yeah.
It's going to be a cooler show. Also, welcome to the Broadway Fan Club podcast. My name is Heather. The lovely lady to my left, your right, is the one and only Amber. And
I still do this. I'm not gonna lie. I am that person.
Left, right.
Yeah.
Left, right. It's different on the camera. I finally got my nails done after 4 weeks of the chrome being on. So everyone enjoy shiny.
Ooh.
Yes, you're welcome. This is a very
ooh.
They tried to talk me. I was like, I really like the blue shift to purple. And they're like, well, we don't know where it is because it doesn't have a number on it. But here's a gold and orange one. And I was like, that is the complete opposite side of the color wheel. Can we not? And she was so mad. She walked away. That's what happens when you try a new salon. Anyways, so I had a crazy week last week. And as some of you might have heard, Amber was unable to join me in New York.
I was so sad. Yeah.
You were more sad that you couldn't get the bracelets to me.
I really was. I felt like I had committed to this. Like I need to get these to you. Like this is like a thing. I was like, I'm letting everyone down.
I literally, because she texted me in the morning before we went, because we had the press event for every brilliant thing, and she was, let me answer Jeffrey. Jeffrey, I'm staying literally less than a mile from my house. Yes, go ahead and preface it. Go on. This year.
I went into the city and saw Stranger Things a couple of weeks ago, the day that the matinee was canceled. And so I ended up having like a doubly long day. I have been the last few months dealing with these health issues. And on my way home from that adventure from Stranger Things, I got like violently ill on the train, like to the point where I thought I was gonna like pass out and need like medical intervention. I was like looking up hotels where my train landed. Well, Heather was. I also was.
I was sitting in my bath, oversharing. I was sitting in my bath, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna look this up, and I'm calling hotels because I can get like a decent rate. And I'm like, okay. So I'm going to do this. And I'm like on the phone. I don't know. I have two phones. We don't hold our phones like this anymore. So I'm on the phone and I'm like,
I think it's this now. I believe the kids do this now.
No, because like that feels, but like I have the weird thing. Yeah. Like I have to hold my phone underneath and be all awkward. It's fine. It still reminds me of the Hedwig and the Angry Inch scene where she's like answering the phone with her teeth. Like, that's the best part ever. So I'm like, okay, we can do this. And she's like, Amber's like, I'm just gonna get home. I was like, please call me.
I was like, I carry like a mini first aid kit, but I've expanded it since then. since this incident.
Yes,
I've now extended my first aid kit.
Okay.
So like I took like my nausea meds, I took glucose pills, I took like anything
it's
I
important to be
had.
prepared, and like it's really important to be prepared,
Especially when you're traveling, you
Can you
know.
imagine if that happened during the show?
Well, that's what I asked the conductor. I was like, "Do you happen to have like an ice pack, like just like something to help me cool down?" Because I was sweat, like I was
And
pouring
they had
sweat.
nothing. And it
They
was
had
ice cold.
nothing.
Yeah.
Luckily, I happened to have like bought a cold water like right before we got on the train because I felt it coming on. But now like I'm gonna start carrying around those like instant ice packs because
we
like
should, we should make Broadway fan club first aid kits.
first aid kits. I love it.
There you go,
yeah.
merch idea. But yeah,
Great.
so Amber was going to join me for Every Brilliant Thing, and she texts me in the beginning part of the day. She's like, I'm not feeling good. I can already tell. And I'm like, please stay home. I love you. I will see you next month. Please stay home. Because it was St. Patrick's Day. The city was insane. There was a lot of running around.
Exactly.
You would have not allowed
I would have
to.
like struggled. And it's not that I would have also struggled that day, but then the residual, like it would have taken me so long to recover from it.
I'm glad that you made the right choice. But we can talk about the shows. So I came in a week and a day ago, crazy because it feels like a year ago. I flew in to Islip, which I've never done before because all of the other tickets were insane because of all the stuff going on with TSA. So I flew into Islip with help from friends that lived in the area. My family's from Long Island. Like it was really easy to navigate, to be honest. Anybody that is traveling into Islip or you're considering going into the city and the airlines are crazy, but if you look at IFP, it is super easy, guys. Literally, I paid $8 to take an Uber over to the train station. I took the LIRR, so the Long Island Railroad. It is a straight shot right into Penn Station. I think it cost me $12. It was like an hour and 20 minutes. I literally just played around on my phone, got into Penn Station. I personally don't mind walking, so I walked with my suitcase. And I walked it over. I use Bounce, and I would love Bounce to sponsor us. Bounce is like the best thing I found in New York, and it's all over. But it's an app that you can book like a place to store your luggage or bags.
Love that.
Yeah, so the Muse Hotel, right across the street from the Museum of Broadway, essentially. You go in, you show them your thing, they scan your QR code, and they store your luggage for you for the day, which was amazing. So, and then I ran over to the studio, said hi to Ellen, hung out, helped decorate a set for a new podcast unexpectedly. It was like, welcome. And I had slept maybe 30 minutes.
Here's some work.
Yeah. But I love doing it. So, and then I rushed over to New World because I was taking the one and only Larry Lally over to go see Heathers for the first time. I'm so excited. Look, this cast is really great. And there were a lot of understudies in there. But I was talking to the house and they're getting frustrated because there's a lot of people that are coming off very entitled on Reddit. And they're like putting down the house for making them put their cell phones away and stop taking photos.
Did you see the BCFA Death Becomes Her announcement that someone posted the other night?
No.
I saw it on socials. Betsy was doing the announcement and she was like, here's a QR code. I'm going to ask everyone to take out your cell phones, which some of you might have been doing already the whole show. We see you recording. And then you see Michelle in the background pointing at like spots.
Yes.
Where you could see, and Betsy was like, call him out, girl, call him out. And I was like, if you're gonna be a sloppy mess and you're gonna try to like be disrespectful,
and I will say,
get called out
for sure, but like don't do it. There's no need.
Don't do it.
And I'll tell you what happened on Wednesday that I had to step aside and use my phone, and I'll tell you how I did that without being disrespectful to the show. So Larry and I went to Heathers. Peyton List is the new Heather. It was fun. It was a good show. Larry loved it. It was great. He actually knew like the MD, like he knew every musician walking out the door. So that was a lot of
Of
fun. It was a
course.
pleasure to meet them because it's a hell of a show. But yeah, it was frustrating for like the house when they know us. They know me at least. Because Amber hasn't come into Heather's with me yet.
I know. I haven't even seen it
But
yet.
they know about the
Crazy.
fan club, but they know about our company, and at the same time, they know like we're seeing it and we're here to protect them. So like, look, guys, don't be a dick.
Right.
The
Like
end.
the more you do that, the less their show is gonna stick around.
Well, I
They're
don't know if
just gonna
that's the case.
they're just gonna like not want to deal with you people.
Well, and honestly, what a lot of people I think don't even realize is some shows leak clips that are recorded during the show by their social media team.
Right.
Just don't record unless you were specifically asked by the production and please record something. Don't do it. Anyways,
Right.
then Larry and I went to sushi and it was an experience because it was a menu that when we ordered stuff, things came out. We're like, what is this? They don't have an updated menu, but their recipes in the back have changed.
Oh.
So we were just laughing. Larry's like, and shout out to
That's
Larry.
that's
He is like one
new.
of the best people, and we were just sitting there like cracking up. But then after dinner, because he's upper and I was going to Brooklyn, you can see Jeffrey in the comments asking the Brooklyn hotel. We'll talk about that in a sec. Not terrible. But we went over to Studio 54 so we could go see the Rocky Horror Marquee and the flashing red lights, and it was really cool, and I was very excited to do that.
Yeah,
And
the pictures just dropped. They just dropped some pics.
oh, from Vogue,
Yeah,
gorgeous,
gorgeous.
gorgeous. I had not slept at all, and I went back to Brooklyn. So I was staying at the Moxie in Brooklyn and Williamsburg. Have never stayed in Brooklyn,
You got
and
Moxie, kid.
I got Moxie. It was a really interesting building because I did not know this, and I learned my lesson. You can take the ACE to the M&J or the L. I just said a whole bunch of letters that about a week ago it had been like, I have learned do not take the M&J. Take the L. Take the L. First time in my life, I'm gonna tell people to take the L.
Take the L, yeah.
Holy crap. Totally a world of difference. But I did not the first night, and it was rainy, and I'm dragging my suitcase in like I'm like the only person out here, but it felt like I was being watched.
Yeah.
Anyways, got to the hotel. Everybody at the staff at the hotel. Holy crap! Shout out to the staff over there. Incredible, absolutely incredible. We're going to be working in a partnership with them. And honestly, it's like a half hour away from Times Square.
Yeah,
I
that's
felt
great.
totally safe in the hotel. You couldn't hear anything. The views were spectacular, like absolutely spectacular. Floor to ceiling windows, like it was awesome. And right next to a 24-hour deli. So like shout out to the 24-hour deli for feeding me at 1:00 in the morning.
You are a girl that will like not a fourth meal. Your third meal is
third,
the
or like second. I don't
like the hour, like you know, like the joke is like
the
old
old Taco
people
Bell
like
commercial.
early bird.
Uh-huh.
Like the early bird special is like the
Yes.
3 to 4 p.m.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
you're the night owl special. Exactly. Like that's your like
fine.
time of meal time.
Fine. I mean, it works though, especially when I'm in the city. Look, I put 25 miles on in 4 days.
And when you're in New York, it works because the city's always
it's a city that
in
never
motion.
sleeps.
Yeah, it's always going.
Yeah.
For sure.
Monday I tried to sleep in, but we know that doesn't really work for me. Got in. I don't even remember what I did during the day on Monday, to be very honest. It wasn't anything crazy. Ran around for a little bit, and then I went to go see Blood Love.
I heard that's very cool.
It was a weird. So, for those that don't know, I worked on a production that was out of Theater 555 last year. So, like, it was weird to go into the space that I had known, like,
for something else. Yeah.
And see something totally different. And not only totally different, The stage is up like 1.5 feet because they added a turntable and all these LED screens, and estimated at like a $4 million production. And we're talking like an off-Broadway production.
Yeah.
It was interesting. It was definitely interesting, and we'll save time for that later. It was a very interesting concept. It was beautifully done. And then Tuesday was when Amber was going to come hang out. It was St. Patty's Day, and the city was totally different. And I had not brought anything green with me because I didn't want to be like, I didn't want people that I was working with or like seeing at the stage door or like in a show being like, oh my gosh, she's been drinking all day, you know, party.
Yeah.
Green. So I went to the Times Square Sephora. I did some like sparkly makeup, as you do.
My intention when I was coming into the city, I literally just had like a small green bow, like a tiny bow.
I remember what I did Monday because I did the same thing Tuesday. I hung out with David over at Drama Bookshop. I got to DBS is like one of my favorite places. It really, truly is. And because you never know who you're going to see. I think I told you guys a couple of weeks ago, well, I guess a month ago or so, I cannot talk. I was there. I literally almost walked face first to Jonathan Groff. Lynn was there. Everyone's just constantly over the place, and it's such a good buzz and such a good energy vibe. And David just makes everything even better because it's just like sitting and talking to my theater therapist, and it's wonderful. But he's such a great friend. And one of these days, Amber will be in the city and be like, "I know who you are because I met you virtually through Heather's Thoughts." That's how it works, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And so when Amber was like, I feel like shit, and I'm like, stay home, I said, okay, time to scramble. So I invited Kendra to come see every brilliant thing with me.
Yeah, shout out Kendra. Thank you so much for stepping in.
Yeah, well, we had been afraid we weren't going to see each other throughout the week because I was just bouncing, and she's very busy. So we were excited. So thank you for the opportunity to see Kendra. I'm sad that it meant not seeing you, but I'll see you in a month. And it was interesting getting in. It was packed and it was cold. But they had to hold the house. That theater is long and it's not wide at all. And everybody in the house is incredible. And the merch was like easily accessible, but everybody stops the minute they hit the bar lobby because every brilliant thing, it's tears of paper and are suspended, and it's really beautiful to look at. And people just stop and they're taking pictures or they're recording it instead of just looking with their freaking eyes. To me, like, I will take a picture after I experience something if it means something to me, but like everyone wanted to put it for the gram. Didn't matter who it was.
Yeah.
But so we walked in, we had really great seats. We were not on the stage, and that was okay. And honestly, we didn't get a card. I was okay with that. Most of the really heavy interactions were done on stage, and those people paid for that. At one point, there's a proposal, there's his father, there's these are things that are publicized. There's a book to borrow. So if you're going to go see every blatant thing and you're sitting on the stage, bring a book, wear stripes, have a jacket, have a pen. I think there's anything else. And just
book, pen, striped shirt.
No, I said striped shirt. Wear a striped shirt. Yeah. Amber was wearing a striped shirt. She just wasn't.
I did wear a striped shirt. Yeah, with a bow. It actually had a little heart on it, and then I had my little bow. And then I brought a great book.
I love it. Yeah. Well, next time. Because that show is something I would see over and over again. It's just, it feels good. It's about a serious topic, but it feels good. Somehow the people that they like hand out, literally, guys, Daniel Radcliffe is running around the theater, all 3 levels, and handing out cards and talking to people and introducing names. Just the most bountiful energy. It was insane to watch him. And like the people that got the cards were all over around us. And as everyone's like and the aisles are wide, like it's nice so you can have room in front of you. And as I'm sitting there, Amber, you know exactly what I'm about to say. And Kendra and I are getting settled in. And I look to my left to see who like our seatmates are. It's freaking Tommy Bracco, Mr. Instagram himself.
Of course it is.
I literally go, Well, hello, Tommy Bracco. And I love Tommy so much. He was with a friend of his. His husband was sending him photos of sneakers.
I was saying, was it his husband?
Well, like, no,
I'm still
it was
upset.
his hubby was at home. But it was the loveliest. Like, I love him so much. And I told him our Instagram story so for those that don't know or haven't heard this before, for whatever reason, over the last almost 2 years that we've been doing this podcast, holy crap, that's insane to say. Holy crap. But when we go into Instagram, like when I go into Instagram to go live, because that's a separate thing, like StreamYard, which is what we use, doesn't allow us to just do it. We have to connect them, which is fine. If you just, and this, I've never looked up Tommy Bracco's Instagram on my laptop before. We've talked on my phone, but not on my websites. Like I'm on my laptop. But if I start to type the IN for Instagram, it just immediately pops up a Tommy Bracco Instagram.
It's so weird.
So, and then Amber was like, that's so weird. And then like a couple weeks after that started happening to me, it started to happen to her.
Like it didn't just happen to me. Like my homepage will show like the most, like it will give you like shortcuts for your most.
Yeah.
And like all of a sudden it was like Tommy Bracco's Instagram is one of your shortcuts. And I was like, what?
It's so weird. But I showed Tommy and I was like, he's like, I have what? And I was like, you need to tell Instagram because they need to start giving you royalties or something.
Right.
And he's like, or I was like, or it's really good for your numbers if everyone's getting Instagram Tommy Bracco.
Right.
So it was really funny. But it was such a good show. And I was, the four of us between Kendra and Tommy and his friend and myself, there's times you're getting up and you're singing and you're dancing. Like it is such an unusual show, but it is pure fucking delight.
Yeah.
And like, it was nice. You have those moments, and you and I have had those too, when we're sitting and there's like something that happens and you like look to your partner, you're like, yeah, yep. Like it's like that eye contact, like that quick thing. The whole show.
Like
it was like
you'll never see this.
I'll never experience
again,
that show
yeah.
like that again. Yeah. And I learned that Tommy is a very loud clapper. I don't know if that's a thing that it was great, but it's good.
You learned that like you couldn't have like used context clues to figure that. Like
I've never been in a scenario where Tommy and I are standing there and he's clapping.
but he's like an Italian loud. I know it's an Italian clap. I know exactly what it is.
It was lovely. I gave him a hard time. He's going to be coming onto the podcast.
Amazing.
Like, enough said. Alan was over there. He brought his friends, so I walked over there, and of course, Alan and Tommy know each other. It was like a family reunion of sorts.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And then I don't know how I did this. And honestly, like, I love you. You would have never been able to do this the way you were feeling. I hauled ass. So there was no real stage door because one, it was the first night they were doing Broadway Theaters.
I know exactly what
and it was St. Patty's Day. Yep. I hauled ass to the Outsiders so that I could get there to cover the first curtain call for the new cast. And it was great. We were one of 3 people there for the media. Walked in, got to go down the aisle, got the shots, got the videos, tagged the cast on the Instagram post. They're resharing it. It was just pure delight. And I was like, oh, this is great. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I had been fueled by delicious food because David, my buddy over at Drama Bookshop, had made me corned beef and cabbage. He made it for the staff, and he made me a special Heather box. So I was like in heaven. I sat in Times Square.
I'm not into boiled meats.
Well, I loved it. It was St. Patty's Day. But
I appreciate it. I appreciate the sharing. I love good hospitality. I love good hospitality.
I do. And then from there, and for you guys wondering why I always rambled during the show, it's because Amber is sharing this to all of our groups.
Yeah, I'm going buck wild right now, guys.
I love it. I can tell it's great. But and then
I have 2 monitors. That's why I keep looking back and forth.
I love it. From there, I hauled ass over to the Paramount Hotel because Matt D'Angelis and Christine Dwyer were hosting Broadway Tuesdays at the Paramount Hotel lobby on behalf of Janice Jam. And it was a Janice like satellite event, and it was an open mic. But what freaking talent was there? And I like went live a couple of times for the Instas, so you guys might have seen it. They were doing Irish drinking songs and like a full band that had just met that day, and it was like mind freaking blown. I got to hang out with Chowda. Do you remember Chowda, Amber? Matt and Christine's doggy.
Dog, yes. Okay, I
Yes.
was like, yes, I do.
He was looking like he didn't get enough love, and he does. But I sat on the floor with him for about a half hour, so I was getting some puppy love. Met a really lovely influencer that came out to cover the event. It was great. Talked a lot about Janice Jam, which I'm going to share with you guys because we're doing something.
While we're chatting about it, let's just share the news.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm already on top of that, Rose. So this is what we're talking about, guys. Janice Jam, Broadway for breast cancer, Monday, May 5th, Sony Hall, right in the middle of a theater district. Guys, this is the
like
third
opportunity of a lifetime.
It really truly is. Every single time, and it's just getting bigger and better. So it benefits BCRF, which is Breast Cancer Research Foundation, and it's on behalf of metastatic breast cancer because if you do not know, Matt DeAngelis' mom passed away. Janice passed away from metastatic breast cancer, and I just want to focus on that. Guys, look at the freaking lineup, okay? I'm going to read this, and I know Amber's going to squee too.
I know. Ariana
DeBose, Ben Raola, Brent Gomer, Caroline Bowman, obviously our dear Christine Dwyer, Hunter Brown, Jen Colella, Jeremy Jordan, John Gallagher Jr., Kara Lindsay, Kayla Davion, Krista Rodriguez, Lauren Patton, Lissa de Guzman, Myra Figo, Marty Thomas, obviously Matt, Morgan Anita Wood, Nick Walker, Mr. Masquerade himself, Omar Jose Cardona, who I've known Omar for years because he was an Orlando boy, Rachel Potter, Rebecca Naomi Jones, Sarah Shinley Bentley, freaking Stark Sands, Tammy Eagle Bowling. Guys, this show is going to be nuts, and let me tell you what they are doing about it, okay? So all of these massive performances. It's a kind of a Star Wars-y date, but like think about the event itself. It's going to be incredible. So Janice passed away in 2022. And if you guys remember, Matt and Christine joined us. They did an event at Masquerade. There are so many things coming up, but to honor her, this is the main yearly celebration, remembrance, and awareness. Right. It is absolutely incredible. Like these pictures, everybody's so happy. This is Norm Lewis, Mr. Phantom himself as well. And it's a hell of a time.
I'm going to say it. I always say it, but you want to be in the room where it happens.
The room where it happens. Absolutely. On top of that, we have been extended the privilege and honor if we want to create a Broadway fan club table. What does that mean, Heather? It means one of two things.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? It means one of two things. Either we find a sponsor and it's a $5,000 table purchase, or we have 10 of our members purchase $500 tickets, or we have people that donate so that people that might not be able to afford it on their own can attend this event, okay? What comes with this? Besides this absolutely incredible show of like epic proportions, you get a delicious meal. And like Matt told me the menu the other day, and I'm like, oh my God, it's not like my stomach was growling. And guys, there are cookies involved. Just saying. But an open bar, I think it's beer, wine, and champagne for 2 hours, early access to the show, a seat at the table where it happens. And you'll also have early access and direct access to the after party for the event, which is rubbing elbows with all those people that I just mentioned and then some. What all of this means is every single dollar raised for Janice Jam goes directly to Janice Jam for the breast cancer research, okay? I also forgot, they have liquor sponsors. So besides 2 hours, you also get complimentary cocktails from your liquor sponsors. Hello.
Yeah, and it's much more of a different experience than you would be getting from the general admission.
Not that general admission's bad.
Not that it's bad. Yeah, not that it's bad, But it's if you're ever like, I want that experience that will take it to the next level, this is
Yeah,
that experience. Like, this is a chance to
absolutely.
have that experience.
Yeah, and you don't have to be like dressed up in a giant ball gown. You can be.
Yeah,
You can.
you can
But
be.
you absolutely can be. This is going to be an experience of a lifetime. So please reach out to either me or Amber, or you can reach out to us if you go to our website, www.thebroadwayfanclub.com. www.thebroadwayfanclub.com. You can reach out to us there as well. Guys, this is important. This is an important thing to be able to attend.
I
Please let us know.
believe, if I remember correctly, because
What?
like obviously I've been ill in like my, but
What?
what Matt and Christine were saying that is like different about the organization that they work with versus like other organizations
Yeah.
is a lot of organizations, like their funding and things like that, are focused on like finding like preventative measures, cure, like things like that. Whereas the organization I believe that they work with specifically works with folks that are already dealing with breast cancer and like helping them to navigate what this situation is like, while also putting the funding into finding things like cures, ways to live, ways to, make life like longer, and things just to improve your quality of life. But
Yeah.
I do remember them specifically mentioning like that's the focus of this organization versus a lot of the other breast cancer organizations that you might be familiar with.
Yeah, I just pulled up the BCRF website too, so you guys can see the impact that they're making. So they invest in research that's changing how we think about cancer. That means more answers, faster breakthroughs, and personalized treatment for every patient. With more than $1 billion raised to fuel our mission, that's progress. This year, BCRF is the largest private. That is
Private.
key. No, I'm saying the largest private funder of breast cancer research and the largest private funder of metastatic research in the US.
Amazing.
1998, the FDA approves Herceptin. They move it all the way through this time frame. They fund the best researchers in the world. Their areas of focus: heredity and ethnicity, lifestyle and prevention, metastasis, survivorship, treatment, and tumor biology. Guys, this place is important. It is very important to us. So
yeah, and this is just another like, I don't want to say like a branch of the Broadway fan club in the sense that like our focus has always been community, and this is
100%.
just another community that is tied and integrated into our community that we can do something to support.
That is a beautiful way of putting it. Absolutely.
I'm talking with my hands again.
No, it's okay. I do it all the time. No, 100%. Like, it is so important, and we just want to be able to help raise funds. And why not be able to offer something? And being part of the Broadway fan club table means you guys might have a couple of little surprises coming your way. So let us know, either one, you want to sponsor a table. There's only 2 left, or 2, you'd like to attend and have a seat at the table. We'll need 10 people for that. Please reach out to us again. It's March 23rd. If you guys can get to us sooner rather than later, we'd love to be able to help out Matt and Christine on the cause. Yes. Anyways, so yeah, we'll bring that back. So it was wonderful to see them, and I met some really lovely folks, and it was a good time, and celebrating community there too. It's all about the community we have. Even in this dysfunctional family that we call this world, it's so important. So well put, Amber.
Well, I think especially with this world, like it's so hard. It's with so much going on. Like it is important to realize that you do have these small communities to lean on and to support one another, and those make a bigger impact than I think
and with no disrespect to any of our members or anything of the above, I know people that have spent $600, $700, or $800 for a ticket to go see a show, and it goes right to the theater, and that's totally okay. If you guys have it in your budget to help support this community, please let us know. Yeah. We are also going to be partnering with Janice Jam, and we are making Janice Jam exclusive bracelets that are going to be available on our Etsy shop, with a portion of proceeds going directly to Janice Jam.
Yeah,
So it
sure.
is the Broadway Fan Club.etsy.com. Amber will load those photos up.
I
We
do
haven't
have some new ones that I made
Oh, and
in
you have
front
new
of me.
bracelets
I have
too?
some new ones.
Oh boy.
I don't have the Janice Jam ones, but I've got
No,
some
that's
new.
okay.
I've got some new ones.
Amber made a ton for new art drops, and I said I need all of them.
All right. So toward a bracelet. Forgive
Dun,
me.
dun.
Forgive me if I
I
go
think
out of show order. We first
that's
have
okay.
a Lost Boys in a
Oh yes, the have to have you.
have to have you
Amber's
in
like,
the
if you have
crystal
ideas, I was like, oh, I've been waiting.
designs with some nice blood drippings.
Ooh. I almost wore my Lost Boys Roosevelts tonight.
We also, in the crystal Lost Boys fashion, have a nice Bite Me.
That was my request. I love it.
That
Thank
was a
you.
request. And then we have a Lost Boys logo that I was really trying to capture. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to rotate here.
Nope, you did it wrong.
Nope, this way. Yeah. The vibe of their
Oh yeah, the colors.
colors, because it's such a contrast. I can't get these all the right way. I'm like
That's
but
okay.
like how it goes from just like a darker
Sunset
edge
yeah,
to like a
day to night.
lighter side. So like
Yeah.
that was the vibe of this. And then of course our single crystal blood drop.
Of course it is. Also, Olivia
Of
is going to be at
course.
the preview on Friday. Olivia, whatever they give away, I'm going to need one.
Yes.
They won't be there.
If you or two.
Or two.
I have a beautiful one night in Bangkok, and I'm currently working on a team Anatoly and a team Freddie, so those should be up soon.
It.
We have a Hawkins 1959.
Why do I feel like I'm on Home Shopping Network?
Home Shopping Network. We also have the first shadow, gender neutral in the clay style. And we also have
one. You got it. It was the right way. Now it's 100.
Oh, was it? I thought it was backwards before. Okay. All right. Whatever. And we have patient 1.
And now that Amber's seen Stranger Things.
If you know. And then this was for the drop. But I redid our Siempre Viva in a new style that I really wanted, because I got a new pink color. So I wanted to make the vial kind of the central focal point.
I see that. It's gorgeous.
So I redid that design. And then I did make some gender neutral Every Brilliant Things, which we're gonna get over to Daniel somehow.
Yes.
And absolutely. One for you, Lair. Lair, I got you. I know you're watching.
It's upside down, but she knows that you're gonna wear it.
But it's brilliant. That's brilliant. And then last but certainly not least,
the time warp.
We have a time warp.
I love
which I was really trying to capture all the fun colors from their promo photos, because I just I don't know what to expect yet. So my designs, I feel like the designs really kind of, I try to go with the vibe of the show.
Yeah,
and
you do.
When I'm getting a different vibe from the promo photos and the logo photos,
we'll figure out which way to go.
I'm waiting for more information, let's just say.
I love it. Oh man, well thank you for that commercial break. I love it so much.
Yes. And don't forget, you can go to the Broadway Fan Club Etsy shop and order custom designs if you don't see one
for a theater teacher.
I did just do a bunch for a theater teacher who wanted a bracelet for all of the shows that her theater has presented. It was very cool to do a bunch of fun customs.
I love that. That's great.
Yeah.
And then, did I mention that I happened to get an invite from a friend to go to the Disney Theatrical Group office on Wednesday?
Ooh.
Guys, I nearly cried. It was like a mecca. So I went over to the new Am, I also had a ticket to go into Aladdin because I haven't seen it in a while, and Michael James Scott is leaving soon, and it makes me very sad, and I love him so much. I wanted to go support. And I got an invite, and I showed up to the New AM, and it's like a whole bunch of school troops. My nose is itchy, so I must be talking about me. But all of these school troops, I don't know how I didn't get sick in the city. Holy crap. There were like hundreds of kids. But I walk up and they're like, you got to wait online. I was like, oh, I'm here. I have a meeting in the office. And they asked me for my name. They're like, oh, ma'am, right this way. They like walk me in. There's like a secret elevator and they have to like have somebody do it. I'm like, what is happening? Like, where am I going? And then I walk in and like the lobby is decorated and they're like, can we get you some water? And I'm like, okay. And like, I was there to visit a friend and I was very happy to see that friend. But like, then I got the tour. Holy crap. Like one of the coolest experiences. Walked in. It used to be like the after hours theater. Got like the full experience of like the ghosts that haunt the building.
Which you're all about.
Oh, wait till you hear what happened during the show. Just you wait. So went in. They have like the Rose from Beauty and the Beast and like a stack of newspapers from Newsies and set designs from stuff and Avita stuff, or not Avita. Holy crap. Did you just hear me say Avita?
I did.
Oh my God. Huh? Yeah. My brain. What? Not Avita. Sorry, guys. Reverse. I was talking to a friend who was just at the State Thespians who got to see Avita, and apparently I'm on Avita mind. Oh no. Okay, sorry. A friend of mine who had just had a cast is dealing with something with our friend's show. Don't judge me. I'm very embarrassed. Everything's fine. So back to Aida.
Which is definitely the show you said in the beginning.
Anyways. But they have their whole merch department. I'm purple. They have their whole merch area, so I could see like all of the merch they've had throughout the years, and like the bugs that got pulled from The Lion King, and I'm just like, holy crap! And then like to get out, you go through like the cafeteria or like the kitchen, and they're just like freaking costumes on mannequins. You're just like, I would be afraid to eat next to these because they're just gorgeous, or I would just be like, this is my favorite place ever.
Right.
And I went down and I went in and had a great seat. For those that don't know, the New Amsterdam has no bad seats.
No. It's like such a great theater.
Holy crap.
One of my favorites.
Last row, all the way house left, like against the aisle, so I could see all the people that were latecomers. But it also gave me an opportunity that if I needed to use the restroom or step away for a phone call because my phone was blowing up for stuff, I could step away. And then you could go to the back area. There's like a little seated area by the accessible bathroom. Here comes my ghost story.
Wah, wah.
So I went into the ladies' room, into the accessible bathroom, so I don't have to go down and like kill myself essentially. And I'm in the bathroom and I'm in there for like less than a minute and I hear like, and the door, you know, like the old doors, you can like kind of feel shake a little bit and like the handle is moving a little bit. Like the door is literally moving and someone's knocking. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, I'll be right out. But like that low because it's in the middle of the show. And so
Weird.
Like I wash my hands, I dry my hands. This is within like 10 seconds because I was already done.
Right.
Okay, I'm not trying to overshare. Less than 10 seconds, I open the door. There is not I was expecting to see somebody like this or sitting down waiting for the bathroom. Nothing. And it's a wall. You've been into the New Am. It's a wall to the left. It's a wall in front of me. And they would not have had time to go down and down the stairs.
Huh.
Also, very creepily, I'm having some pareidolia with your new plant. It looks like a dog staring at you from the side. Love that for you.
Oh, I see it. Hi.
A little boop on the nose. I knew we were going to do that. So yeah, that was a weird experience, but I got to see the show and I know that show so well that I'm like, all right, I can go take a bathroom break now, or okay, I can do this, or okay, I can do this. So it was great. And I was so happy. And they had this really fun merch opportunity. which was a bundle, and like hell, I wasn't going to buy it, but it was Jeannie as a bear. You could either buy Jeannie or you could buy Jasmine. Obviously, I had to buy Jeannie. And it came with a crossbody tote. Nice. It came with a choice of.
Hold on
like,
1 second.
What?
My mom just texted me. 1 second.
Is everything okay?
My great aunt just passed away.
Okay. Well, Amber is going to be handling that. I am going to go over the lineup for Broadway Cares.
I just wanted to tell her I will call her in 20 minutes. Thank you for that.
So Broadway Cares just announced for Broadway Backwards, which I was going to be at, Amber was going to be at, but the scheduling just didn't work out. But they have released their song list. It is the 20th anniversary of Broadway Backwards. Holy crap, it's going to be amazing. I'm very sad I'm not going to be there, but I'm going to enjoy watching it online.
Yeah.
Through their songs. Have you read through these, Amber? Because I'm going to read them.
I've skimmed, but please, by all means, read.
Cell Block Tango with Aaron Patrick Craven, Aiden Aiken, Roberto Fachin. Nobody can have regular names here. Jacques, Colton Krause, and Mitch Chauvin.
I love Colton Krause. I'm obsessed with them. They are my crush. I love them. Ugh.
The History of Wrong, guys, because you know I love that song. Amber actually just got to usher that in Connecticut and Miss Harvey Firestein by this much. And you got me the pin, and I love you for so much. Anyways, the History of Wrong, guys.
I'm devastated about that. Thanks for rubbing salt in the pouring
I
salt
sent you the video.
I watched it. I watched it.
Andrew Keenan Boulder and Karen Mitchell Jackson and Ensemble. When I'm Not Near the Girl I Love, Kate Baldwin. This Nearly Was Mine, Nancy Dussault. All I Need Is a Girl, Robin Herder and Alexandra Silber. The Party's Over, Len Cariol. Friggin' Sweeney Todd himself. Holy crap. What About Love, Michael McElroy and I cannot talk, McElroy and Brian Terrell Clark. Guys, I hosted 13 panels at MegaCon this past week. I'm dying. Nobody Needs to Know by Hannah Cruz. Oh, hey, by the way, Hannah Cruz is going to be on the show next week. From backstage during Act 1 of Chess. That is how she's doing.
Honestly,
yeah, it's amazing.
We're
super excited. Surprise. Mac the Knife, Leah I cannot talk. Delaria. I'm like super excited. One Day More, which always makes me think of my Broadway cruise from last year. Bobby Conte, Bradley Dean, Felicia Finley, Hey Majus, John Andrew Morrison, Ren Rivera, Alexandra Silver, Carson Stewart and Ensemble. Be Italian. Too bad it's not Tommy Bracco doing it. Bradley Dean with Fred Berman. My mouth needs to stop talking. Sam Faulkner, Janelle Faria, Sando, and Ensemble. Edelweiss, Dylan Mulvaney. The Next 10 Minutes, Jen Colella and Lauren Patton. If You Walked Into My Life, the one and only Andrew Rannells. All I Care About, Caddy Huffman. I Am What I Am, Jennifer Holliday. And I Am Not While I'm Around, Bernadette Peters and Leslie Uggams with Broadway inspirational voices. I would be hysterically crying.
Hysterical.
Just
Amazing.
It's going to be incredible.
But I will say,
yes,
I'm loving all of the Andrew Rannells in my feed and in my life lately. I'm just loving the Andrew resurrection.
For those of you who are interested in still attending, there is an extremely limited number of tickets available to the public beginning Tuesday, March 31st. So, yes. Jeffrey says, will it be streaming? No, it will not be streaming as far as we've been told. If it will be, I will certainly let you know.
We will definitely.
Yes, holy crap. So, that kind of
I guess that will segue us into our next topic of streaming. There are some things that are coming to streaming.
Oh, there sure are. And I figured you'd be the one to want to make this announcement.
We have two. We have two things. First we have the oh my gosh, why did I just lose the full name of the show? Not Merrily We Roll. Wicked. I'm staring at my water bottle. Wicked for Good is now available on
I was like, you forgot the word wicked?
Peacock, which is way more accessible. I believe it's like on like free streaming now if you have these subscriptions. So love to see that. And Netflix has acquired
Oh, have
Merrily
they?
We Roll Along
Oh, have
coming
they?
next month. Oh,
I
they
somehow knew before Amber did.
I know. I've
By
just been
almost a
sleeping.
day.
I've been just sleeping lots. And then
Oh man.
this is not a streaming service, but this kind of ties along with it because when a show is streaming, you have this luxury because you are in your own home. However, when you go see a show on Broadway, you do not have this luxury, but
No, sure don't.
you do for one chance only. The Great Gatsby is doing the sing along performance April 22nd at the Broadway Theater. So, if you are someone that loves to sing along at a Broadway show when we don't want you to, this is your show.
Amber sent me a message while her mom texted her that our two strangers carry a cake across New York had actual cake
Cake
spam.
spam. Yeah, there's like a
So
man posting
I'm
lots
trying
of
to pay attention and I'm just giggling at the fact that there is just cake.
cakes in there. I was just like, I'm someone there's a cake designer in the cake group.
I mean, that's fine. Good for them.
Yeah.
So that as soon as I got back from New York, Amber, I went to MegaCon.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you, I hosted Broadway trivia on Friday.
Hmm.
That group was on point. I was like,
Yeah.
who's seen this show? Who's seen this show? And like everyone's from the state of Florida or like relatively nearby the state.
That's
And it was
amazing.
great. I tagged everybody, or as I put the photo, I cannot talk words. I put the photo on Insta. And then we said tag yourselves, and everyone's just loving it. And I love
Yeah.
it. It was such a good group of people. Unfortunately, the dongle didn't work for me to play music, but we were just having a good time.
Oh.
But I'll tell you, MegaCon had the most theater related cosplays I've ever seen. Lots of fandoms and Christines, but it was fun. And these two women in our Broadway trivia like audience, they wanted to go. So Christian Borle was one of the guests.
Right.
They made a shirt that was like, you know, the ones that you made for Jill. That was like, it's like the old school like wrap looking ones with like
Yeah.
different faces. And it was like, it's hard to be the bard. And it was
Oh my
but it was
God.
the Christian Borle fan club. And then on the back it said, and Shakespeare, and then crossed it out, we love omelet.
Oh my God. That's
I
amazing.
was like, I need that shirt. I
Right?
made
That's
stand up and
so
show
good.
everybody.
That
It
is
was
so
great.
good.
It was so great. But
I thought you were gonna say instead of like different this is where my mind went. Instead of it being like different like images of Christian in the rap poses, I was like, was it different cod pieces?
I knew you were gonna say that. As you're saying, I was like, yes, no. So for those that don't know, Amber had never watched Something Rotten.
Sure.
And I was like, you need to watch it. What do you mean? Because I would start singing a musical, and she'd look at me like I was crazy. And so last year when I was visiting, we sat down and watched it. And like she was super tired. She had worked all day. She also like cooked us dinner and like and it was cold and there was like all sorts of stuff going on. And we watched it and she was like, I'm just so tired. I can't even like focus on it. But we watched it. And how many times have you watched it now?
Many. Yeah.
And do you have a favorite song or a line?
God, that's tough.
Is it hard
It is hard.
to be the bard?
It's hard to be the bard.
I got to see Adam Pascal.
I feel like it would be something in like God, I hate Shakespeare because like that song is so condescending. Like
blah 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 Shakespeare. Okay.
yeah,
This is just going to turn into a something rotten podcast if we don't stop. Anyways,
but this Gatsby news will help us segue into the next topic, which is the second year cast of Stranger Things has will be starting their reign, yes. And who I'm most excited to see is Zon Drondowski. Wow. John.
Those are not good for either of us.
John Zadrowski, who you might remember from Gatsby. He was oh my God, my poster's falling. He was the original Tom Buchanan. And he will be taking over as Dr. Brenner, and he is going to be amazing. I cannot wait to see that.
You forgot to mention the announcement for Gatsby, by the way.
Which one?
Corbin Bleu is stepping in for Nick Carraway.
Corbin. I couldn't remember if we had talked about that last week, or we didn't have an episode last week, so that makes sense why we didn't talk about
Corbin
it.
Bleu. And then I am
Corbin
shocked.
Bleu will be reprising his role as Nick Carraway because he did originate it on the West End.
Correct. I'm also surprised you have not mentioned the O'Mary news.
We haven't got there yet.
Well, we've got 3 minutes left, baby.
Well, we have, just when we think O'Mary can't O'Mary us anymore, they certainly have outmarried us. We have freaking Maya freaking Rudolph as the next O'Mary, which is absolutely amazing. We also have some familiar faces coming back. We have Bianca Lee coming back as Mary's chaperone, who we love her. Philip James Brandon as Mary's husband, and Mary's teacher. I don't remember his name. Can you remind me?
Cheyenne Jackson's coming back to Mary.
Cheyenne Jackson is coming back. And where I will be next Monday is at the Bushnell in Hartford, where the national tour is set to launch. I'm going to be there for our season announcement, where they will be announcing the rest of our season shows, which will be hosted by Peanut from Shucked.
What?
I just found this all out. I was just like looking into it the other day. I was like, oh my God. And there will be other special guests. So I'm excited to see who the special guests will be.
Yeah, so as Amber said, we won't have an episode next week. We're gonna
will. It will just be on Thursday.
We're not gonna have a regularly scheduled same bat channel, same bat time show.
Yes. And in the words of new casting, Bob, the drag queen, has left Moulin Rouge, and in exactly as I expected fashion, Megan Thee Stallion has made her entrance.
I knew that you were waiting to do that.
They posted a cute little trailer for Megan. Moulin Rouge team posted it, and she looks
Miss the Stallion.
So good.
Yeah.
Body snatched. Like, oh, I cannot wait.
That's going to be Amber's Halloween costume this year.
Probably. No, I could never. Yes. I would look like a Triscuit.
Like a Triscuit?
Like a square shape. Like, I don't have that. Like, I was like trying to think of like what. Like a Triscuit. It's like a more appropriate shape for me.
Like a Triscuit. Okay.
Yeah, like a Triscuit, you know?
Yeah.
So we also have, let's just keep going, like more casting. As we were saying, Andrew Rannells is popping in, doing a whole bunch of Mormon stuff because they're celebrating their 50th anniversary on Broadway.
Yeah, they're gonna have that.
And they're doing the coolest thing to celebrate. They're having like random, like the whole like 30 alumni came to celebrate the event, and then throughout the month They will have original cast members celebrating and performing select scenes and songs at each performance alongside the current cast, where no show will be exactly the same.
That just means utter chaos.
Utter chaos. But you know what? They've been doing this show for 15 years. They better have that show memorized front, back, upside down. So you know what? Throw the curveballs in. I like it.
Mm-hmm. I like it. A lot of our members in Just in Time are like freaking out because they're at the game right now, and some of the Just in Time cast, including Matt
Yes,
Magnuson,
is singing the national anthem. Yes, amazing.
Yep, go Rangers.
Go Rangers.
I think that's all of our news right now.
I think I had one more thing, but I'm trying to think of what it was. Little Shop cast. They just started. Jordan Fisher. We have Nikki, my poster.
It's the ghost.
It is the ghost.
The dog is staring at you in disgust.
Andy Carl. So we have our Nikki M. James. They just started their run in Little Shop of Horrors. So that is absolutely amazing. I just love seeing old friends in new spots.
Right, not to be confused with Sondheim's old friends. Right,
old friends, yeah. Speaking of,
yes.
Happy birthday.
Belated birthday by a
day to both
Andrew Lloyd Webber and Stephen Sondheim.
The Masters. How crazy is it that they have their same birthday?
There's several points throughout history, way too long of a show for that, to be able to go through all of it.
Honestly, it's just crazy.
But there are multiple, like, same people born on the same day, and it's like, yeah okay, that tracks.
Yeah. And then last but not certainly least, we did hear the news that Leah Michelle will be playing her final performance in Chess on June 21st.
Replacement has not been announced yet.
Replacement has not been announced, and Aaron and Nicholas have not announced any departure dates as well, as far as we know. They will be staying on and for at least a little while longer. But we have had the first cast announcement leaving Chess.
We're missing a cast announcement.
Which one?
It's my show.
Are you lost?
No, it's my show.
Oh, your show. Your show.
Uh-huh. Really? I'll take it. You can keep going. This is great. Lisa Ann Walter is going into Heathers as Mrs. Fleming and Veronica's mom.
Chessie!
If you don't remember who that says, it's Chessie.
That's Chessie. Yeah, she's amazing. It's going to be awesome. And then, of course, we're all knowing I'm still fangirling over Jen Cardoza.
Yeah, there's that. We're going to finally get you to Heathers. Is that what's going to happen here?
Yeah, for sure. For John Cardoza? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, we've kept these people over their time. I'm going to go get some sushi because I'm starving.
Yeah, it's Heather dinner time. It's night owl special.
I didn't have breakfast. I had a very light lunch. They opened up an Auntie Anne's in the bougie mall next to my house. And let me tell you guys, Auntie Anne's is charging $7 for a freaking pretzel.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I like that they do the half and half where you get the half cinnamon, half butter.
No, they don't do that at this one. They only do salt, unsalted, sweet almond, or cinnamon and sugar. No half and half, no nothing.
Get them out.
I just want to go back to New York and get a pretzel in New York because those are the only pretzels that count. Yeah, anyways, with that being said, make sure that you are joining us mostly each and every Monday night right here on Broadway Podcast Network. You can also check out our website, www.thebroadwayfanclub.com. If you want to check out our Patreon, it's patreon.com/thebroadwayfanclub. You can check out all of our previous episodes at www.onlybroadwayfans.com. Yes, that is a real website. You can check out many more episodes of different shows that are incredible as well at BroadwayPodcastNetwork.com. And make sure if you are booking a hotel that you check out our partners at W Times Square and the Westin Times Square with cluster code E7103. Ow, I keep hitting my foot on sharp wood. That's great. And make sure you go check out all those beautiful bracelets and more on the BroadwayFanClub.etsy.com. On behalf of the Broadway Fan Club podcast, thanks for hanging out with us. Amber's going to drink whatever she's got in her cup. I don't even want to know.
Mystery
Caffeine at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Just remember that each and every Monday when Broadway is dark, we keep the ghost light burning, and we will see you guys next week.
Oh, quick reminder, last call to send in your just-in-time playbills if you want a Jonathan Groff signature. He's out this weekend. Send him in.
Yes.
I've gotten several DMs. Keep DMing me. I'll help.
All right, that ghost light's really going to start burning now. Peace out, everybody.